Good afternoon, everyone. So glad to see you here for our annual event, CMU Energy Week 2021. You have arrived at our kickoff celebration today. Very, very glad to see you. I cannot tell you how excited we are to kick off this event. We missed you. It's a year to the day since we were supposed to have Energy Week in 2020, but as you know, things have been very different than we thought. A few special welcomes this morning. I want to make sure that we especially welcome our Congressman, Connor Lamb, who is here, as well as Congressman Mike Doyle, who will be giving a video presentation. I'd also like to give a special thank you to County Executive Ritz Fitzgerald and Mayor Bill Peduto. So I am Anna Siefken, I'm the Executive Director. I just want to provide you with my contact information because it does have some social media on it as well. But I'd love to link in with you. I'd love for you to follow us. In fact, here is the way that we would like to hear from you this week. We are on social media. We are both hashtag CMU Energy as well as at CMU Energy. And we're also doing things on Facebook and LinkedIn. So hoping that we will hear from you. If this is your first event, I want to make sure that you sign up for our newsletter, and you can do that on our website. So who is the Scott Institute and what is this event? So we are an R1 research university in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And the Scott Institute represents the entire university. We work on collaborative research, on strategic partnerships. We have an educational aspect to what we're working on. We do a lot of work in innovation and entrepreneurship, and we're very interested in policy. So we're doing all of these things in partnership with many of you, aiming towards a sustainable, low carbon energy future. So we see ourselves as a center point, not only in the Pittsburgh region, but also nationally and internationally, where innovation comes together with partners like many of you. So if you want to read more about the work that we do, we have an annual report on our front page. I'm going to say that website again, which is cmu.edu/energy. And I'm hoping that you'll go there and download that annual report. So what do we do at the Scott Institute? Well, we do a number of things, but I'm going to highlight just a couple for you today. We focus on faculty research as well as student research. We form strategic partnerships. We partner with industry and with the public sector. We have that strong focus on entrepreneurship, and we host initiatives and programming like this. So I'm going to focus on those two that I mentioned. So with research, we have more than 170 faculty affiliates, 14 energy fellows, and we represent about 28 different centers across the university. So there are a couple of key initiatives. We do a seed funding program for our faculty, and we've had great sort of return on the investment that we've made. And we also work with the Colorado School of Mines as a co-lead on a program called the University Energy Institute Collaborative. More on that later. We also, in terms of fostering entrepreneurship, we're not an incubator, but yet we have outreach with a lot of our partners, and we've been able to support a number of startups. In fact, our startups, the ones that are associated with Carnegie Mellon, alumni, et cetera, have gotten about $218 million and growing in terms of follow-on funding. These are some of the startups that we work with on a regular basis. Hopefully you've seen those logos. So how do you partner with Carnegie Mellon, and what is this whole event about? It's really about understanding our research and some of the thought leadership that we partner with. You can attend events with us, you can hire our students, you can hire interns for the coming summer, and you can follow us not only on our website, but also through that newsletter I mentioned. So quick snapshot on Energy Week. There's a lot to cover. We are 5 full days. So we did have a career fair yesterday. We have an investor forum and pitch showcase tomorrow that you can certainly watch. We have a poster competition with 20 student posters on Thursday. And on Friday, we're hosting a pitch showcase with the American Made Solar Prize. So today we have an amazing lineup of speakers for you, in addition to those elected officials that I just mentioned. So we will have for the next hour a number of welcome comments. We will hear more about the Marshall Plan for the Appalachian region. And then later today, this is a great picture, take a screenshot if you want to keep up, but all of this information is available on our website. But we have 30-minute brief notes with a number of incredible thought leaders. At the end of the day, we do have a reception, which I'll talk about in a minute. I do want to make note of the fact of this pitch showcase that we have with the American Made Solar Prize on Friday. So it has a networking session afterwards. And speaking of that, we have other programming that's coming up in the future. We do programming throughout the year. So this is just one of many different kinds of programs that we do. Special note about Martin Keller, who's the director of NREL, who'll be speaking with us on April the 13th. As I mentioned, we have those networking sessions, and I want to make sure that you know how to get onto that session. We have one today from 5 until 6 p.m. So you should have received a link. This is another great slide to take a picture of if you are not clear exactly how to get onto our networking session, but there's a bit.ly right there at the bottom, and you can use that hyperlink to get into the networking session this afternoon. So in 2020, we had a number of amazing sponsors, and we are celebrating those sponsors still in 2021. So special thank you to all of our key sponsors for helping to support this programming and a lot of the work that we do throughout the year. Special thank you also to Aswaria Raja and Daniela Greenman, who are on our team, who've been instrumental in pulling this event together. And I want to give you a quick snapshot of our entire team because you'll be hearing from several of them during the course of this week. And with that, I actually am going to stop sharing my screen because I want to hear a few comments from Jay Whitaker. And Jay is the director of the Wilton E. Scott Institute for Energy Innovation. He is trustee professor of Energy and Materials Science and Engineering with a joint appointment in Engineering and Public Policy at Carnegie Mellon University.